What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. Not even gonna lie to y'all guys, wasn't even gonna watch today's episode. I'm getting a little tired of all the guests on Patreon episodes. It's a clear ploy at what I feel is happening later down the line, but I'll get to that later in this video. But we got a job to do over here at JBP Elevated, so I made sure I watched the entire episode. Started off, I saw Mark and I was like, he got me again. But then throughout the entirety of the episode, it seems like he disappeared. So I don't know if they had a talk behind the scenes or if Mark had an emergency or what, but he wasn't there, even though he was the one leading the questions off initially. So I don't know what the hell happened with that. Ish, this is the most talkative we've seen Ish in a while. I have seen Ish in more positive spirits ever since he got rid of his boot, been more mobile, able to walk again. Of course, it's going to lift his spirits up. So he had already been talking more on the pod, but it seemed like he was quote-unquote leading this episode. So I got to give salutations to Ish. It seems like he's making a stronger case for Potter of the Month. But Mel, why did you wear glasses throughout the interview with Joy Taylor? She's supposedly an ally of yours. Y'all share a lot of the same views, but I did see some discrepancies in how y'all pod. Joy was able to voice her opinion and hear the other side and not let it dictate how she responded. It's just a normal quote-unquote debate or disagreement, as opposed to when you have an issue. You already know how I feel about your victimhood tendencies, but this is the other side that you show way more often. And this is why people associate you with being the B word, because of how you act and how you were responding after Joy left. It's just like, why are you such in the pissy mood? Like, why are you such a vibe killer? That shit is annoying. I get it. You're going through things just like everybody else on the pod is, but you be letting it affect how you pod too much, and it's annoying to watch. So be careful with that. Just the FYI. Flip, Ice. How did the positioning of this interview work? I noticed Ish was in Flip's chair and Flip was in Ish's seat. A lot of people are going to speculate Ish's wife didn't want anything to do with that. You don't sit next to her. You understand me? You sit your happy ass on that stool. But he was engaged more than I feel like he would have been if he was sitting right next to her. So maybe that worked in everyone's favor. But Joy, I'm sorry, not Joy. Joe is doing this for a reason, because Flip already insinuated that he's not trying to be a part of the guest interviews, and everybody in the audience is saying the exact same thing. Joe is like, no, nigga, you're going to be here, and you're going to participate, and you're going to sit front and center, to where you can't doze off and pay attention to other things or be on your phone throughout the duration of the interview. Even though this nigga was picking at his nails like a kid, if I saw my son doing what Flip was doing while the camera was on him, I would have told him, boy, stop that. When you start talking through your teeth, like ventriloquist, nah, hell nah. What are you doing? Stop that stupid shit. But he don't know no better. And meanwhile, while he's fidgeting with his fingers, Ice is covering his. He's making damn well hell he's not showing his fingers to the world at all. He already know. Ever since Flip made that joke about his fingers bleeding, Ice been making sure he covers every single one of them up. And 2.5 hour interview. Oh my God. I'm going to tell y'all what's happening. I already spoke on it a little bit, but since he's continuing with it, I'm going to tell y'all what's happening. This is summertime. Topics are running dry, especially with the finals just ending last night. We're not going to have many topics to speak on outside of the foul and bullshit that's happening in the entertainment industry. So instead of giving the audience, I'll say, mediocre Patreon episodes when it's just the crew, to not entice anyone to sub anymore, because it's the same shit that you see on YouTube. He's coming with guest after guest after guest after guest after guest. Anticipate a December drop and anticipate seeing 15 to 18 guest interviews from the Patreon. Sorry to bust that bubble. They're not that interesting. Joy's probably been the best female guest so far because she's not promoting music, but she is going on a press run of some sort for some reason. I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe she's trying to divert everyone from paying attention to the lawsuit that she's involved in. Notice Shannon Sharp has just kept working. Maybe you just got to put your head down and work. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention throughout the whole interview. But good God, I don't want to see any more. Can you start putting the interviews on the main pods? And if everybody gets frustrated on the main pod, that should let you know how we feel in the Patreon comments as well, or in the Patroni neighborhood community. Because, oh my God. Ugh. But once again, I'm actually not mad at today's episode. I cannot deal with guests. And shout out to Joy for shutting shit down. I don't know if Joy got into it with Mark. Something's up with that, because Mark let us know that he wasn't going to be here on Monday. But then I saw him and I was like, oh, he was playing with us again. But then he was just gone. So something happened there. It ain't got shit to do with what we was talking about last week, though. I just know that. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I don't want to see another guest for at least a month. Can you just have y'all for a month? The whole cast, the whole crew. And if you're going to start the rotation shit, do what you need to. But we go without a guest for a month? And of course, if you're getting payola for the guest, that's one thing. Cool. But if you're not even getting paid to have all these guests on, oh my God. But Melissa, stink attitude. I can't. I've tried to defend you. I'm losing a lot of my loyalists on my side because I'm not kicking your back in. Danny made a good video. He broke down how Mark effectively told you exactly what everyone else views you as. And I wasn't even trying to put any onus on that shit, because I personally don't care. Me personally, I've said it too many times, I don't care how you're viewed. It's just everyone sees the facade of what you're currently trying to be viewed as, and that's where you need to figure out all the discrepancies. But instead of taking onus and instead of just appreciating who you were in the past, you try to disown it and you try to act like it never happened. That's why you keep having a disconnect with everyone. And Mark was trying to tell you as calmly as they're ever going to be able to tell you, because it's only going to get worse. Because it's clear as day, a lot of the co-hosts, if not all of them, don't want you on the pod anymore. And if you disconnect with Flip, you really not going to have anyone on your side. And it's going to be male versus everyone for real. It's going to be a 20v1 with no balloons. But I don't know, man. I still got a couple of episodes that I need to speak on. Because I haven't spoke on when it was the end of an episode, Joe and Ish were going at it, and Ice was talking about he's going to have to slide one of these niggas. We need to speak on that, because something's happening there. But I appreciate y'all as always. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know what it is with us. Let me know how you felt about today's episode. Did you pay attention to anything Joy said? Are you happy of all the guests that are coming on as of late? Or do you just want to hear the pod and then pod? Do y'all have any clue why Mark left throughout the middle of the episode? Do y'all have any clue why Flip was sitting right next to Joy and not even paying attention, and Ice wasn't participating in the conversation at all, but they sitting dead front and center? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'll see y'all a little later. Peace.